find the breastplate stretcher. Now!
The breastplate stretcher.
Breastplate. Breastplate.
The breastplate stretcher.
Maybe you should have one invented.
All right. You watch me out there. I still know how to point a lance.
You've no business jousting. Leave that for the young men.
What?
Joust. Joust.
You've no business jousting. Leave that for the young men.
What?
Boris knew his mare was in heat. Quite crafty, really.
Crafty. Crafty.
Quite crafty, really.
The captive in, downwards from his horse they look.
Downwards. Downwards.
Downwards from his horse they look. Downwards from his horse they look. How more he prim and prim.
Primp. Primp.
How more he prim and prim. How more he prim and prim. In garb of red and gold.
This isn't the King's Road.
Garb. Garb.
In garb of red and gold.
This isn't the King's Road.
I am not a murderer, Lannister.
Neither am I. I had nothing to do with the attempt on your son's life.
The dagger found...
What sort of imbecile are...
Imbecile. Imbecile.
The dagger found...
What sort of imbecile are... Untie me!
Untie. Untie.
You know them, think.
I'm bowed, I'm bent, I'm broken.
That's House Martell.
Righteous in wrath.
Righteous. Righteous.
That's House Martell.
Righteous in wrath.
You're not the only nobleman in my life, you know.
Who, the imp? I call him half a nobleman.
Nobleman. Nobleman.
I call him half a nobleman.
He's good with his fingers, too. And his tongue.
Tenor is Tipper.
Tipper. Tipper.
Tenor is Tipper.
A blessing, then. I suffered an early mutilation myself.
Mutilation. Mutilation.
I suffered an early mutilation myself. The fools tried to kill his son. What's worse, they botched it.
Botch. Botch.
What's worse, they botched it. Lord Redwyn likes his boys very young, I hear.
I'm a purveyor of beauty and discretion, both.
Purveyor. Purveyor.
I'm a purveyor of beauty and discretion, both.
And I heard the most awful rumor about a certain lord with a taste for fresh cadavers.
Cadaver. Cadaver.
With a taste for fresh cadavers. Must be enormously difficult to accommodate that inclination. The logistics alone.
Logistic. Logistic.
The logistics alone.
We all have so much to discuss with Ned Stark.
Everyone's well aware of your enduring fondness for...
Fondness. Fondness.
Everyone's well aware of your enduring fondness for...
That's when I saw you escorting a certain foreign dignitary.
Dignitary. Dignitary.
Foreign dignitary. Wondering if the king might question my friend's sympathies to stand at a crossroads between...
Crossroad. Crossroad.
To stand at a crossroads between...
Off with you. No begging.
I'm not a beggar, I live here.
Beggar. Beggar.
I'm not a beggar, I live here.
Pardon, my lord. There's a night's watchman here begging a word.
Watchman. Watchman.
There's a night's watchman here begging a word.
Eerie. They say it's impregnable.
Impregnable. Impregnable.
Eerie. They say it's impregnable. Give me 10 good men and some climbing spikes. I'll impregnate the bitch.
Impregnate. Impregnate.
I'll impregnate the bitch. Because of a traitor, half a world away, and call it fact.
Jorah Mormont's a slaver, not a traitor.
Slaver. Slaver.
Jorah Mormont's a slaver, not a traitor.
Speak sense to this honourable fool!
I understand your misgivings, my lord.
Misgiving. Misgiving.
I understand your misgivings, my lord. True.
The Robert I grew up with didn't tremble at the shadow of an unborn child.
Unborn. Unborn.
Didn't tremble at the shadow of an unborn child. What can I do for you?
When do you return to Winterfell?
Why, what do you care?
If you're still here come nightfall.
Nightfall. Nightfall.
Why, what do you care?
If you're still here come nightfall.
Lord Stark's lucky he still has a head.
Robert will rant for a few days, but he won't do anything.
Rant. Rant.
Robert will rant for a few days, but he won't do anything. You prefer me like this?
Mm-hmm.
If you want hairless, maybe you should find a little boy.
Hairless. Hairless.
If you want hairless, maybe you should find a little boy.
I was knocked out in the melee.
His eye was dangling out of the damn socket.
He shouldn't have entered the melee if he...
Melee. Melee.
He shouldn't have entered the melee if he...
Needs to be done, unpleasant as it is. Robert's rather tasteless about it.
Tasteless. Tasteless.
Robert's rather tasteless about it. He does have a deep, abiding lust for her money. You have to give it to the Lannisters. They may be the most pompous, ponderous cunts.
Ponderous. Ponderous.
They may be the most pompous, ponderous cunts. Robert's threatening to take me hunting with him. Last time we were out there for 2 weeks, tramping through the trees in the rain, day after day.
Tramp. Tramp.
Tramping through the trees in the rain, day after day.
You're willing to do what needs to be done. But you don't gloat over it.
Gloat. Gloat.
But you don't gloat over it.
It's her horse-lord husband to invade. And the Dothraki horde crosses the narrow sea.
Horde. Horde.
And the Dothraki horde crosses the narrow sea. They leave us in our castles. They go from town to town, looting and burning.
Loot. Loot.
They go from town to town, looting and burning, killing every man who can't hide behind a stone wall, stealing all our crops and livestock, enslaving all our women and children.
Enslave. Enslave.
Enslaving all our women and children. Enslaving all our women and children. How long do the people of the Seven Kingdoms stand behind their absentee king? Their cowardly king.
Cowardly. Cowardly.
Behind their absentee king. Their cowardly king. And that's all the realm is now. Backstabbing and scheming and arse-licking and money-grubbing.
Grub. Grub.
And arse-licking and money-grubbing.
And John Arryn tracked them all down. Why?
He was the king's hand. Perhaps Robert wanted them looked after. He was overcome with fatherly love.
Fatherly. Fatherly.
He was overcome with fatherly love.